Hello and welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep. My name is Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. My website is Jason Newland. It's a really groovy website. Basically, it's my podcast. It's where you can, if you want to, you can actually listen to my recordings on there. Like the most recent ones are at the top. You can play them, you can download them, you can even play them at a different speed. So if I'm talking way too fast, you could slow it down a bit. Also, I've got a Facebook group called Jason Newland's Boring Group. I have a YouTube channel, which this is actually going to be a video on there. But if you're listening on the podcast, the video of this recording is on YouTube. And multiple podcasts, which are on all the main platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, you name it. They're everywhere. Everywhere indeed. And that's it. That's the introduction. Do you like my new shirt? £4.99. Oh. I think it's the only one I got in this colour. I'm trying to collect t-shirts for when I do these recordings, so I'm not wearing the same thing all the time. And that's it really. That's the story behind the t-shirt. What was I going to say? Something about Vinnie. I'm thinking about doing a blog, like a weekly, not like this, but a weekly actually kind of recording what's going on throughout the week and just stick it together. It might only last for 3 minutes, I don't know, but just the highlights of the week when I'm not making recordings. It'll be boring, but I might do that, and I might release it kind of once a week. I'm thinking of starting it tomorrow. I'm starting to make recordings. Yeah, thinking about it. So my YouTube channel I've now got 1,518 subscribers. Oh, itchy back. I've had 67 subscribers in the last 28 days. So that's like new subscribers. So I know it's small amounts, but it's still growing. It's growing. I've had more views than I normally get. I've had 6,000 views, 1.2 thousand watch hours in the last 28 days. So, I'm not bragging by any means, but I'm just letting you know I like to keep you up to date on the stats. What, you want to know more? Okay, let's have a look. See more. What's the top video on my YouTube channel for the last 28 days? It is Deep Sleep Whisper Hypnosis number 520, and it's non-sequential body scan, ASMR. So that's been the most popular one. But ironically, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Yeah, that was like a month ago nearly. But I did one 5 days ago, which is just under that. It's near the top, number 2, which is Deep Sleep Whisper 527, Counting Down to Sleep. And the third one is, oh, stop it, come back. No, okay. The third is Deep Sleep Whisper 521. Try and keep your eyes open. Challenge. And then number 4 is Deep Sleep 523, Being Here Now. Number 5 is Deep Sleep Whisper Body Scan. So I think you're possibly getting a feel of which ones are the most popular. Just the deep sleep ones. The Let Me Bore You to Sleep aren't even. Oh no. That's weird. Okay, fair enough. Right. It's way down. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15th on the list is Q&A Friday, which was, I don't know which one it was. Let's have a look. What's the stats for the viewer age? 18 to 24 years. For views, 24.2%. 25 to 34 is 39.7%. 35 to 44 is 21.9%. 45 to 54 is 12.5%. So the highest percentage of people listening is the 25 to 34 year age group, and the second highest is the 18 to 24 year old. View by gender, let's have a look. Male 63.7%, female 36.3%, according to this. Geography, 34% is from United States, 13.1% is from United Kingdom, then Canada at 4.4%, India at 2.4%, Germany at 1.6%, Australia at 1.3%, sorry, Brazil 0.3%, and so there's a few countries there. Cities, you want to know about cities? Okay, let's have a look. No, we don't. Vinnie just started barking then. The problem with doing these videos, like, if I do a Let Me Bore You to Sleep, it's fine, to have background sound, as opposed to when I'm doing like hypnosis-y or the whisper stuff, But with a Let Me Bore You to Sleep, it's kind of understood for those that listen regularly or watch regularly that my little Vinnie, mini Vinnie, wherever he is going to be pottering around, chewing on things, playing around, and just making a bit of noise, bit of sound. There's also going to be stuff in the garden where people are, because it's nice weather, so there's going to be people pottering around, doors closing, trains and planes and whatever. What I can't have is him barking, because it's just jarring. It's like, it jars me. But one of the benefits of doing a video and then creating audio out of the video is, because I'm doing the audio with the microphones and the camera, so they're connected but they're separate at the same time, if that makes sense. I can, every time there's like a disturbance, someone at the door, he barks, something like that, or I sneeze or cough, I coughed earlier, I just stop the recording, and then when I'm ready I press record again and I start again. So and then I put all those bits together and just edit it so that it's not seamless video wise. There's a few like jolts where I'm sitting down like this, and next thing I'm on the windowsill, you know, whatever. It's a little bit different, but audio-wise, it's not noticeable because it's no different from just editing an audio, if that makes sense. So, but it's easier as well because instead of when I just do the audio on its own, sometimes I have to go through it like really many times to find those bits that were disruptive, because I wouldn't keep stopping and then restarting to record again. I'd record the whole thing. So if he was barking, if there was someone at the door, if I had a phone call, sometimes even if I had to take him into the garden or go to the toilet or whatever, I just keep recording. And then I edit it, and it can take ages. It sounded like I said edit it. Edit it. Edit it. No, edit it. I think I need a girlfriend. I had this dream last night, and Vinnie woke me up at 2:30 in the morning. Now, I do go to bed fairly early. I was in bed about 8:30, so it wasn't hugely early, really, if you think about it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So I've been asleep for 6 hours, or in bed for 6 hours. However, I wasn't ready to get up. Really? And I didn't want to get out of bed, but he was hassling me. The problem is, I was having this dream where I was in love. And it was romantic love. Not just, boobies. No, it wasn't, it was like an adult love. It's weird, but I felt it. I really felt it. And I was just looking at her, and she was looking at me, and she was looking at me in the same way, kind of. And then I felt, and she started licking my face. And I woke up to see this little one. Literally, he was prodding me, licking, like, I don't know why he wanted to get up, but I think it was just because he was bored. He didn't want to eat, he didn't want to go out. He always wants treats, but he's never said no to a treat in his life. But he wanted me to be up, and he started running around, jumping around, he wanted to play. At one point, he even started barking, and I kind of like, no. Not this time in the morning. So I just got up and had my breakfast. I have to have a tablet, because I got like a hernia thing. So I have to take a tablet usually take about half an hour before I eat. Then I have my ready break, cup of tea, and watched, I can't remember if I might just watch some YouTube stuff, or maybe watch some, I watched some boxing interviews and stuff. But it was such a nice dream. It was really lovely. It felt nice, and I'm just thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. And it wasn't like I was super disappointed to wake up and I wanted to go back to sleep again so I could get back into the dream. I've had that in the past. But, yeah, it's just, I suppose it's a degree of reality, like, well, it's a dream. Oh. But yeah, it was nice. I just had there was something there. I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand it. where's the cities? The most cities that listen to me, Selby. Selby, Y-O, UK. What does Y-O stand for? Is that York? Or Yulville or something like that? Selby. So if you're watching my YouTube videos and you're in Selby, say hi. Hi. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, which I guess if you're watching, then you will be watching it on YouTube. Yeah, or if you're listening to it. But if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, let me know. Or even if you listen on the podcast, but it's easier on YouTube to actually put messages. Can you let me know what age bracket are you in? So are you the 18 to 24? Are you 25 to 34? Are you 35 to 44? 45 to 54? 55 to 64? Or 65 plus? According to this, I have no one between the ages of 55 and 64. But I do have 65 plus, and I do have 45 to 54, which is my bracket. I'm so old. But that'd be interesting. And also, what gender are you? Well, that really, I mean, none of this makes any difference. Just our interest, because it's kind of. See, I find the stats interesting, just on a personal level. Just, this is something I do. Been doing this for 19 years, so it's. And when I said I got 1,500 subscribers, that's not after 19 years of doing YouTube, because that had made me the most unsuccessful YouTuber in the history of the world, of YouTube. But I used to have other YouTube channels and stuff. I'd just be interesting. So, what city are you from? If you're watching this on YouTube, what country are you from? Because according to this, United States #1, United Kingdom 2nd, Canada 3rd, India 4th, Germany 5th, Australia 6th. I thought Australia would be higher up, because I've got quite a few Australian people listen to me on my podcasts. But then after Australia, you've got Brazil, Portugal, Sweden, France, Netherlands, Poland, Bangladesh, Italy, Japan, and Mexico. So hello to all of you if you're watching, and let me know where you're from. That is it. Traffic source. Yeah, that doesn't really give me much. Apparently 36.2% browse features. I don't know what that means. Suggested videos 29.3%. YouTube search 13.7%. Channel pages 9.8%. Playlists 4.6%. Right, so I'm not really hashtag pages, so I don't really know how people find me. Podcast, device type, date. What's this? I know what date is. I'm just saying, what does it mean by it? So according to this, the highest percentage of people watching my videos was the 14th of February 2025. 10%, 10.5% of the people over the last 28 days. But then yesterday, 5.7%. So yeah, more. Translation use. Does anyone use a translation? Just original language, 94.3%. I'm thinking of doing transcription, adding transcriptions to my YouTube videos. I don't know if that would be useful. I think if you upload a video to Facebook, they automatically do transcriptions. YouTube transcription source, transcription status. Not subscribed, subscribed. Oh, subscription, not transcription. So according to this, 77.1% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. 22.9% are. So just, can you imagine if... Wow. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I don't know if that just means that... I don't know what that means. It could mean many things. It could mean playback location. Playlist, podcast, device type. Oh, should we look at device type? Mobile phone, 76.6%. That's not really surprising, I guess. Computer, 12.5%. TV, 5.5%. Tablet, 5.3%. I'm not surprised that mobile phones are more used, just because of the ease of being able to, watch stuff. However, I prefer to, I generally, mainly watch YouTube videos on my television. And it's much better for me. I just prefer it. Tablet, hardly ever. Computer, sometimes. Mobile phone, sometimes. If I want to listen to a lecture or an audiobook on YouTube, I might have it. I'll listen, watch it on YouTube, but I'll be in bed and I'll turn the phone down, on its front, so that the screen doesn't affect me or the screen's turned off. But yeah, I don't know what other ones. Play the podcast, ad type, transaction type, playback location, operating system. Was going to be Windows and Apple, isn't it? I guess. No, there's more. Wow, there's lots. I didn't know that. Android, 43.3%. So I'm guessing we're looking iOS, 40.6%. I don't know why I was thinking that Apple would be higher, or the iOS would be higher, because iOS would also be for the tablets as well, wasn't it? I think. Windows is 8.7%. Macintosh, 3.0%. Apple TV, 0.8%. That's me. I use Apple TV. Roku, 0.4%. Linux, 0.4%. Then you've got Chrome OS, Amazon Fire OS, Web OS. I don't know what the OS stands for. Oh, sexy, maybe. Web OS, Smart TV, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Chromecast, Unknown, and VidAA. I don't know what VidAA is. I know more about the Unknown than I do about VidAA, which makes no sense. Oh, I might start putting some video screen things at the end so you can choose another video, but I haven't done that yet, but I might do that. That'll probably improve or increase views and stuff, but I'm just trying to pace myself, you know what I mean? Just what on earth is going on here? Right. Dashboard. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've made, how many recordings I've made this week? Last week I think I did 7, or did I do 10? I can't remember. So let's have a look. What day was last? So did I do a recording on Monday or Sunday? Should we do from last Monday, because it's now Sunday? So, or should we do, forgetting this one, Sunday to Friday to Saturday? So Sunday would have been the 2nd of March. So let's have a look. 2nd of March. So we've got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did 10 in the last week, between last Sunday and yesterday, which was Saturday. So I've done 10 recordings. I'm not sure how many of those I've done videos. There was one, I uploaded most of them, but they've all been uploaded, but they're not all been videos, as in seeing my funny face on here. So let's have a look. 2nd of March. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 videos, actually live videos. Not live, but moving pictures, as opposed to a still static image. So it's weird. It's starting to, a little bit of momentum, a little bit of sticking to it. I mean, I had, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I was trying to put together a membership thing for my website, and it didn't work out very well. Anyway, so what's happened this week? I try and think of a Sunday as being a summary. Sunday's summary. You've got no idea how proud I feel about myself right now internally that I came up with the Sunday summary. I just feel so good inside right now, and it's ridiculous. Sunday summary, and I'm already planning in my head every Sunday, articulate, enunciate. Every Sunday I'm going to do a Sunday summary. And I've never been so excited. This is now my new Q&A Friday. Well, it's not replacing the Q&A Friday, because that's now well established. Although, I would like to say, I only got 3 questions this week. Can I get a few more questions for Q&A Friday? So what I will give to you is, well, not give to you, but I will ask you, if you have any questions for Q&A Friday, for this coming Friday, which will be the 14th of March, please post them. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, please post it on YouTube, and if you could just put for your next Q&A Friday, and just ask a question, and I'll answer it. And I'll mention your name as well. If it's on YouTube, I'll mention just your YouTube channel. But if you do have an actual name, I'm happy to give your name if you want to add that to it. On my podcasts, I might not see any messages on there, because the apps, I think you can add stuff, but I don't always get to see that stuff. Maybe go to my Facebook page, Jason Newland's Boring Group. So that's my group rather than my page, and you could just add a question for Q&A Friday. For this Q&A Friday, a question. Yeah. I'm sure I had a page on my website. There must be an easier way of doing this, to have like a rollover. So if I don't get to answer the questions, I'll roll them over to next week. I do have one question already on YouTube that I'm going to answer. This was, let me have a look. I can... published. I responded. So let's have a look. Apply. This is from Harley Quinn. So I've got a question. I'm still not really sure how I'm going to answer it, if I'm honest. But it's going to take a little bit of looking into so that I give it a correct answer. Oh, what's this? Oh, nothing. So, Sunday summary. So the week started, let's say, from last Sunday till today. What did I do? Didn't do much there. Ordered 2 t-shirts. My elderly neighbour, he needed a vacuum cleaner, so I got him a vacuum cleaner. So now he says he needs a TV, so I'm thinking he's becoming expensive. But he's going to have to pay for that one. His TV's broken, or it's kind of got a weird light thing going on. He's doing all right. He's got a new kitchen coming. He's got new windows being put in. So things are going fairly well for him as far as refurbishments on his flat. So that's good. I've heard nothing about whether or not I'm going to get anything done. One of my neighbours downstairs is getting new windows. Another neighbour already has had a new kitchen put in a few months ago. Is going to have a new bathroom put in. So, that's 3 flats that are being refurbished or having stuff done. So I don't know. Maybe, I'm not sure if I fit into any kind of those categories. So I might do. I don't know. I'm trying to think if anything happened at all of even mild interest this week. There was a bit of drama on, I think was it Monday or Tuesday? Maybe Wednesday night. I don't know. I think it was Wednesday night. A lot of arguing. A neighbour and a friend that was visiting her were like arguing and shouting and all that kind of stuff. So that was a bit weird. And one of them, the person that lives there came up to my flat twice, buzzed on the door the first time, because I got a door camera so I could see who it was. I was in the kitchen at the time, going to the toilet, and then so I came out and I just like, okay. I go to open my door and I couldn't get it open. Could not. The lock was seized, like very frustrating. I got it open eventually. I'm still here waiting. No, I did. I got it open. I went downstairs and I knocked on the door. Nothing. And then eventually, her friend answered the door. I said, can I speak to, what's her name? And it was like, no, and just close the door on me. It's like, wait a minute. call me old-fashioned, but it's not your home. Firstly, why are you answering the door? But secondly, refusing to let me see the person who lives there. And you could say, well, you know, there's stuff going on, whatever. But that person had just knocked on my door. So clearly she wanted to see me. It's not like I'm just butting in. She knocked on my door for a reason. And then she came back again about 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later. Got to the top of the stairs and her friend was shouting at her, "Get down here." And I went down again, knocked on the door again. This time, no answer. And I phoned her up and nothing. I sent her a text message, nothing. And an hour later, she texted me saying, "Oh, it's all right now." But she was ripped off for some money or something from a friend and they were arguing about it. And I said, "Well, why didn't you answer the door?" She said she wouldn't let me. So I said, "Well, you being controlled?" She said, "Yeah." And I was like, okay. Now this person's very vulnerable, the vulnerable female. There's another female who's her friend, but I think there's different types of vulnerability. I'm vulnerable. We all can be vulnerable, can't we, at times? But there's different levels, I think, and I think, I don't know, manipulative, able to be manipulated, I think, or trusting. That could be another word, couldn't it? Too trusting or struggle to say no. I fit in that category. I struggle to say no. So yeah, that was weird. Luckily that was done, and nothing else is. I've not heard anything since. So that was, and in all fairness, I don't think I've ever seen that before or heard that before from them. So it's, you know, it's a one-off, I guess, and it's all to do with, well, personal stuff, I guess. But it was, I didn't enjoy that. I mean, it wasn't. I'm sure they weren't doing it to give me pleasure. They weren't arguing, thinking, you know what, that bloke upstairs, you really need to entertain him. I don't think he's had enough happiness this week. Let's argue and slam doors and be aggressive. Like, no, probably not. That probably didn't happen. It might have done, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Something must have happened. I mean, it's been a whole week. Well, I know I've done recordings, so that takes up a lot of time. But, you know, making a video and then the whole process that goes with that is a good few hours of work. I say work, but it's time consuming. So it's a good, probably for every hour of video, you're looking at three hours of other stuff that needs to go into it. Maybe 2 to 3 hours, depending how easy it is to edit. Really? So I mean, sometimes I can do a video and just do one whole video. No breaks, no cuts, no having to start and stop. And all I have to do is just cut off the end, cut off the beginning, you know, ease into it, ease out of it. I know it's not the right word. Fade in, fade out. And increase the volume usually just to make it a little bit more louder for the video, because I talk very quietly, and I haven't got the microphone right inside my mouth. Why would I have it inside my mouth? That would be weird. But it's not like proper close. It's quite close, but at the same time, I don't want to bang it, and I don't want to like make any noises that's going to like make it a bit poppy. I've got a pop filter on there, and it is a good mic, although I noticed watching a video that's a little bit dusty. Now you might not have noticed that till now, and now you're thinking it's dusty. It's all I can focus on now is the dust. This whole flat's dusty. I don't think it'd be long before I urinate dust. Seriously, I'm just getting so old. So I poo out dust. So that's what's going on with that. What other things? I've done recordings, made 10 recordings, 6 videos. So that's a fair bit of stuff to do that. I put the rubbish out on Tuesday night. He's making a bit of a din, isn't he? I put the rubbish out Tuesday night. That took a while. I couldn't believe it, how long that took to get all that into the bags. Mind you, the reason I did chuck out a lot of stuff in the freezer that was way out of date. I'm talking years and years and years out of date. And I used to believe that it didn't matter. Like anything you put in the freezer will last forever. As long as the freezer's working, it'll freeze it and it'll be fine forever. And that is not the case. I don't know why, but the food gets ruined if it's left in the freezer for too long. And when it says best buy, they do mean, because it's frozen, they're not going best buy if it's in the fridge. They're talking best buy if it's frozen, if it's in the freezer. So I had stuff that ran out in 2023 or 2022, which means I must have had it in the freezer for a good 4 years or something. So what I did is I had to chuck a lot of there's stuff in there that I wasn't going to eat anyway. Things that are just a lot of it was vegetables, like frozen vegetables, and so I had to get rid of that stuff. And I had some packets of fish fingers that the box was open. I looked at it and you could see that it was starting to shrivel. Put it this way, it's too late to chuck it back into the sea, obviously. But it's not edible, not even hot. And I have tried to cook stuff. I have stuff that's been in the freezer for a long time. I've tried to cook it, thinking, that's my logic. Yeah. So I put it in the freezer. I put it in the oven rather. After I get it out of the freezer, then put it in the oven, in that order. You know what? Yesterday I've been on a non-sugar thing for quite a few months. I was on it, and I started having a little bit of sugar. Not a lot, but a bit. I don't have sugar in my tea. I don't have sugar on my breakfast cereal. But I've started having the odd Cadbury's cream egg or the odd packet of biscuits. That's pretty much it. Yesterday or last night, late afternoon, I had this craving for chocolate, but I didn't want to go out, and I needed to order some stuff anyway from the supermarket. So what I did is I ordered what I needed, then I ordered what I didn't need, and within what I didn't need was a couple of desserts, 2 packets of desserts, 2 in each one, and an Easter egg and a packet of biscuits and some ice cream. and some sponge desserts. Toffee sponge dessert. No, but these are not to eat in one go. These, like, I'll spread these out for, the weekend. But I will spread it out. I mean, the ice cream, I'll probably have to chuck it away at some point because I won't get through it. Because it's just vanilla. And it's, I'm not going to... If it was mint chop chip, whatever, or caramel, because it's like not a big tub, but it's like a normal kind of tub. If it was nice flavour, I could eat that on its own. But it's vanilla. I'm not going to sit eating vanilla ice cream on its own. Yeah. What's the point? But if it was Haagen-Dazs or... What's the other one? The other one. There's only two, isn't there, really? It's like, no, there's lots. No, but there's only two. No, there's lot. No, come on. It's like colas. You got two. Coke and Pepsi. And that's it. There's not a lot. There is other Cokes. Lots of other Cokes. Or colas, rather. Haagen-Dazs. What's the other one? I mean, I don't eat either. But I have. I think cookie dough is my favourite when I used to eat a lot. I used to get through quite a bit of ice cream. But every week it would be a treat. Tub of ice cream, pizza, Coke, cola. So I don't really. I do have pizza now, but I don't have any of the other stuff. I can't think of the name of it. That's terrible, isn't it? I can search it, but I can't be bothered. I'm not that invested in the answer. Haagen-Dazs and something else. So yeah, I could eat that out of the tub. But vanilla, I mean, even mint chopped chick, I could eat that out of the tub because I like that. But no. Vanilla, no. I don't have chocolate ice cream because for some reason in my brain I think to myself that it's less sugary if it's not chocolate flavoured. If you can hear the screaming kids in the garden. With the screaming kids, it's like they're kids. They're just doing what kids do. They're in the garden, they're having fun, they're playing, and they're screaming. And that doesn't really bother me. Vinnie's reaction to it bothers me. If he starts going, rah, 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 rah. And it's only because he's excited, bless him. But it does disrupt my equilibrium. It's really loud. And it makes me jump. Because he goes from like 0 to 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like that. Like absolutely peaceful. And he's got his ears pricked right up. He's asleep. He's pretending to be asleep. I know he's not asleep. But he's lied down his side. But his ears are right up listening to everything. Aren't they, Vinnie? He's pretending to be asleep. I know he's not. I can see his eyebrows moving. He's got eyebrows. He has. I can see his moving his eyes, so I can see that his eyes are open, but he's not moving. He grinds his teeth. He was grinding his teeth earlier. He was on the settee with me, and I was like, wow. I have to get him some kind of tooth guard thing to. That'd be interesting, trying to stick that in his mouth. So I got these chocolate. I had a dessert. We talked about 7 o'clock last night, 6:30, 7. So I had a dessert, It didn't last long. I gave him some. It wasn't chocolate. It was just, I don't know what it was, like a biscuity kind of cream thing. And then what did I have then? I can't remember what's in the fridge. Oh yeah, I put the Easter egg in the fridge, and I got it out a couple of hours later, and I had some Easter egg, and I haven't had any Easter egg for years, literally years. And because I've been, I've really like cut down on sugar and chocolate, and even though I had some yesterday, I'm still not, not going back to what I was. I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore at all, really. And so yeah, but I had this Easter egg, and it was with a flake. I had 3 flakes, fully grown flakes in them. It's lovely. And then this morning, I get up, like I often do, and I go into the kitchen to make myself breakfast. So I, get the kettle ready, put the water on. I put fresh water into the kettle, stick that on, cleaning the bowl so I can use that to, or there might have been a bowl already clean. Yeah, probably had to do a spoon because that was in soaking. So I did that, and I noticed something that I thought hadn't been delivered, because I ordered some profiteroles, and they're just little tubs of profiteroles, which are among my favouriteest things in the whole wide world. I'd left them out all night in the kitchen, and I didn't know, because it says on there, I don't know how I didn't notice them. I must have got them out of the bag, completely forgotten they were there, or didn't see them. So here's my quandary. It says keep refreshed, or keep refrigerated rather. Do I chuck them out, or do I put them in the fridge, even though it's 12 hours since I bought them? Well, 12 hours, probably 10 hours. And some might argue, well, the thing is, in the kitchen, there's no heating. I don't have the radiators on at all. So it is not warm in there. It's cold. Not freezing cold, because it's been fairly nice weather, but it's definitely not. I felt the end of the tub. Put it this way, let's say you're walking up the aisle and you had a wedding dress on, it was a bit backless, and you're just walking up there towards the aisle to get married, and someone placed the pot on the back of your back, like on your spine, just gently, it wouldn't really make you go, oh, it's cold. I mean, it might disrupt you a little bit. It might be a bit of a weird thing to do, thinking about it. But it wouldn't be like, oh, it's so cold. Oh. It would be more like, what are you doing? This is my wedding, I guess. Probably something like that. Please have this person removed. Thinking about it, it might be a bit disruptive. Perhaps it's not a good idea. Maybe I'll just put it in the fridge then. Guys, I've got a friend that's getting married later today. I thought I might pop up there and test. Because if it's cold, then it's clearly cold enough to eat. I don't know. It's one of those things. I want to test them because I want the profiterole. But at the same time, I don't want a bummy tummy, I don't want to. I don't want that chocolate sauce profiterole to... I don't want it to look like a profiterole when it comes out, is what I'm saying. I mean, I like eating profiteroles, but they do look a little bit like a mistake, don't they? Look like... almost like, have I just pooed out my liver? Is it that kind of thing, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Or is it more like an ear? If I pooed out an ear. But that'd be weird, because you'd have to eat an ear, wouldn't you? Yeah. Perhaps that's not a good example. So I didn't know what to do with that. And as I'm talking about it, I just want to go in there and eat one. But at the same time, is it a good idea? Or should I just chuck them out? Because I'm not a big risk taker when it comes to food. If something's out of date, I don't eat it. If the milk is out of date, I don't drink it. Although, earlier in the week, and I'm going to completely contradict myself, I had some tea cakes that I bought probably last weekend. And they ran out. They were out of date on the Monday. I think I might have got them on a Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. They were out of date on the Monday. Or best before, whatever, yeah? It's like eat before. So I'm thinking, okay, best before. I accidentally bought 3 packs of hot cross buns. That's what they were. I didn't mean to buy 3. I just wanted 1. I don't know how I managed to buy 3. It's one of those questions that I'll never know. You know, some people search for the Holy Grail, or some people search for a cure for some kind of illness, and they devote their life to it, which is amazing, admirable, phenomenal way to devote your life, to spend your life. I just don't want to do that with this situation. I feel I need to let it go. You know? Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about there. So I thought, you know what? I bought 3, didn't mean to. Don't know why I got 3, but I got 1. I got 3, but I thought I only wanted 1. Because there's 4 hot cross buns in each packet. And I only eat 2 at a time. Which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days. And they run out on the Monday. And I hadn't even eaten a pack yet. Or I might have eaten 1 pack. So I had 4 days left. Monday, Tuesday. Yes, I think basically it was the Monday and the Tuesday I had 4 hot cross buns when I normally have 2. I didn't eat all 4 of them. Or was it a Tuesday and a Wednesday? Anyway, the last day of eating them, I didn't feel particularly perfect. I had a bit of a, a little warning going off in my brain. Don't go too far away from the toilet. Just in case. I had to take him out, so I took a bucket with me, just in case. But in the end, because I was having a little bit of a churning, a little bit of like, it turned out I just needed burping. But I still think that maybe, I kind of attempted fate a little bit with those hot cross buns. And I realised I could say more, and I don't know, it seems like there might be a movie idea there. Tempting fate with hot crust, the hot crust buns. Tempting fate. I don't know what a good title would be. That's the problem. Sometimes, you get a really good idea, like an amazing idea of a movie, and you could almost imagine the script just popping out of your ears as you think about it. But what title could you give it? Because it needs a snappy title. It needs a hot title. I don't know. I'm not sure. Wonder if I've got any more subscribers yet. Let's 1518 15. No, it's still 1518. Oh. I was gonna just gonna say hello to Vinnie. Wait a sec, we'll be right back. Vinnie, I can't believe he just did that. Vinnie, what are you doing? Excuse my little boy. I can't believe he just did that. That was rude. He just jumped up. He made himself. He made himself jump. I might need to go to the toilet in a minute. So, anyway, what else happened this week? Took him out a few times. Been very lovely weather. Very sunny. Very sunny. I started going out without my hat. So that's been a new thing. I haven't been out without my hat since probably November. So yeah. Especially as I've got no hair at the moment. Other than that, anything happened? Anything? I can't think of anything that's happened this week. No, that's it. Huh. I mean, in my world, there's other stuff going on. Well, Vinny's now keeping an eye out on his... Oh, my stomach just churning. Yeah, I think I'm going to go... I think I've covered everything. Can't think... This is my Sunday summary. I need to do more, don't I? Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy. Lots of love. Bye.